Here is one simple and even fun thing you can do to help your attorney enhance your workplace discrimination case and make it stronger. First, go on your employer's website. Chances are very high that there is a nice page there that talks all about how much they care about diversity and how they don't discriminate against anyone on any basis. Print that page out. Then look at your employee handbook. Surely there is a section there about your employer's policy on non-discrimination. Print that page out as well, or even better, print out the entire handbook. Then go to LinkedIn and look at your employer's job postings. They probably talk there about being an equal opportunity employer and caring about attracting candidates of all walks of life, candidates with disabilities, candidates of different religions, sexual orientation, etc. Print out a few of those job postings as well. It's quite possible that your boss, the same boss who discriminated or retaliated against you, is the type of manager who puts on his LinkedIn page information about how much he cares about workplace fairness and workplace equity. And it's even possible that your boss wrote articles on social media about the importance of DEI and the importance of treating workers fairly and non-discriminating. Print all that information out. Then you bring all this information to your lawyer along with whatever evidence you have that you've been discriminated, and you would have your attorney confront the employer with this information during your employer's deposition or trial hearing with some basic questions that would illustrate your employer's hypocrisy. Here's an example. Mr. Manager, based on all of these documents that I just showed you and all the information on your website, it seems like the company really cares about treating employees equally and not discriminating. Correct? What is it going to say? Of course he's going to say correct. Then your attorney could ask, why does the company care? And force the employer to explain. Sometimes they can, sometimes they have a hard time explaining why they care about diversity and non-discrimination, but whatever. The next question could be, in fact, it's one of the company's big priorities when it comes to employee relations, is not to discriminate, correct? They have to say yes. Then your attorney would say, you would agree with me that a policy, any policy, is only as good as it's being implemented in real life, and that simply writing it out and posting it without taking any action in accordance with it is meaningless, right? What are they going to say? Of course they're going to agree with the fact that writing something out without doing what you're talking about, they must say that it would make sense, that it's wrong. You have to do what you're saying you're doing, right? And then your attorney can bring the final punch. Do you believe that the company lived up to its very strong and clearly stated policies of non-discrimination when they denied a 1-week extension of disability leave to Mr. Plaintiff and instead fired him? Almost any manager will say, yes, we did live up to our policy, and they will never admit that they have done anything wrong. Of course, if they admit that they've done something wrong, then they admit liability, then you must win the case. But, as I said earlier, 99% chance that they will deny, they will say that we did everything right under the circumstances and we followed all of our policy. This type of testimony provides you with a very strong argument later in the case, argument to the judge and the jury, to say something like this. Look, the employer is still in denial about what they have done, despite all the evidence that has been presented. They still claim that they lived up to all of their values and policies that they talk about, when it's clear based on their actions that they're very good at talking and pretending to not discriminate, while engaging in blatant discrimination in reality. Now, there are a few things that people in general, and jurors specifically, want to punish more than hypocrisy, than pretending that you stand for one thing but doing the opposite. And this can translate into a better result in trial and a greater verdict and a greater award for the employee.